भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening, I'm Varnika Singh and you're watching Bharati News. Let's take a look at today's bulletin, beginning with the national news. The Indian Army's Northern Command released a video on X showcasing highlights from Operation Sindoor, framing it as an example of restraint turning into decisive response. In the aftermath of the April Pahalgam massacre, which claimed 26 civilian lives, the video features precision strikes on the terror launchpads across Pakistan and PoK, coordinated by the Army, Navy and Air Force along with rare drone and tactical footage. The National Democratic Alliance (NDA) called a statewide 5 hours bandh in Bihar from 7 am to noon today to protest allegedly derogatory remarks against Prime Minister Modi and his late mother made by a man during Rahul Gandhi's voter Adhikar Yatra in Darbhanga. The bandh, led by the BJP's women's wings, exempted emergency services. RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav criticized the bandh as insincere and politically motivated. West Bengal Education Minister Bharati Basu sparked controversy in the assembly by saying the Indian Army's removal of a TMC protest stage evoked memories of Pakistan's brutal Operation Searchlight in Bangladesh in 1971. The BJP accused him of insulting the Indian Army, demanded his remarks be expunged and staged a walkout chanting Indian Army Zindabad, resulting in leader of the opposition Suvendu Adhikari's suspension. Now let's take a look at the international news. India dismissed former US President Trump's claim that it primarily resources military equipment from Russia as false and fabricated. In reality, India's defense purchases from the US have surged from merely $233 million before 2008 to about $24 billion since then, with an additional $5 billion in pending deals involving jet engines, drones, artillery, armed vehicles, missiles and torpedoes. The US stands as India's second largest military suppliers, trailing only Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin is speaking after attending the SCO summit and a military parade in China, criticized the US for using tariffs and sanctions to pressure India and China. He remarked, "You cannot talk to India or China in that way," calling such rhetoric colonial era and outdated. Putin acknowledged India's and China's strong domestic systems and cautioned that attempts to undermine their leadership would backfire. He added that he expects tensions and ease and normal political dialogue to resume.
बस अभी 12th खत्म हुई थी और अब आधे से ज्यादा टाइम ये सोचकर निकाल देते हो कि which career to choose. Well, in that case, I got you covered. ये वीडियो एंड तक देखना, क्या पता I will just make up your mind. You must have thought of कोई बस ऐसा कोर्स मिल जाए जहाँ अनलिमिटेड जॉब ऑप्शंस हो, क्योंकि मैं भी यही सोचती थी, जैसे कि जर्नलिस्ट, न्यूज एंकर, रेडियो जॉकी, स्क्रीन राइटर, वीडियो एडिटर, इवेंट मैनेजर, ग्राफिक डिजाइनर, सिनेमैट, फोटोग्राफर, डायरेक्टर, पब्लिक रिलेशन ऑफिसर, एंटरप्रेन्योर. इनफैक्ट इन सबसे भी ज्यादा जॉब ऑप्शंस चाहिए. तो जस्ट चूज BAJMC एज योर करियर. BAJMC is not just about theory but plenty of practical knowledge too. BAJMC as a course आपको provide करता है world की better understanding, meeting और working with people of top notch industry. और सिर्फ यही नहीं, BAJMC as a course आपको help करता है to grow personally and professionally too. So what are you waiting for? Choose BAJMC क्योंकि इधर आपको मिलेंगी endless possibilities.
Now news from the business world. The GST Council has simplified the tax structure and two primary slabs 5% and 18% effective from September 22, 2025 and introduced the 40% levy on sin and ultra luxury goods. Everyday staples like paneer, UHT milk, frozen parathas, biscuits, chocolates, hair oil, soaps, utensils, bamboo furniture and small cars will now cost significantly less. Individual health and life insurance premiums are now fully exempt from GST, providing a major relief to middle-class households. From today, the central government began selling onions at a subsidies rate of 25 rupees per kilo, aiming to help consumers cope with surging kitchen staple prices. The initiative, launched by Union Minister Prahlad Joshi at Krishi Bhavan, will leverage mobile vans and outlets operated by cooperative agencies such as NAFED and NCCF for distribution. This step addresses the volatility in vegetables caused driven by extreme weather and supply disruption through experts. Emphasize that long-term relief relies on investments in storage, transport and climate resilient and agriculture. Now moving towards news from the sports world. Former India all-rounder Irfan Pathan is confident that Shubman Gill will seamlessly adapt to India's aggressive new T20 template as he returns in Asia Cup 2025. Elevated to vice captain under Surya Kumar Yadav and set to open the batting, Gill has significantly boosted his IPL strike rate from around 125 early in his career to 150, scoring more than 600 runs in this session, showcasing his readiness to meet the team's high-tempo demands. India face Afghanistan today in Tajikistan, seeking redemption from the shock Guwahati lost 18 months ago. A win secures qualification for the September 8 final, while anything less means reliance on Iran's result against Tajikistan. Under coach Khalid Jamil, India began with a 2-1 win over Tajikistan but followed with a 3-0 defeat to Iran. Veteran defender Sandesh Jhingan injury absence will be deeply felt. That's all for today. Keep watching Bharati News for news around the country and the world. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.